Hey, what's going on, world? Welcome back to the studio documentary series. I go by the name of Chaz Anthony, and this is my home studio. In this series, I'm working on my EP from scratch, taking you all through the process behind the scenes. In today's episode, we're going to do a light mix on song number one, and hopefully begin to prepare for song number two. I'm hoping to go for about an hour and a half today. We do have some new studio upgrades. We went ahead and mounted the microphone preamp right here under the desk. So that's nice and solid now. We have some 3D printed parts. I can show you what that looks like. It came in a package that looks like this. Just got it off of Amazon for like 15, 20 bucks. It comes with this super strong tape on there, the VHB tape, the very high bond tape. And so that's all it is. It's just two of these up under here, and then I mounted my Focusrite Scarlett Solo under here, my microphone preamp. We also have another upgrade behind the MacBook. You probably can't see it from that angle, so I'll give you a different view later on in the video. Beyond that, we have a new keyboard set up, make things a little bit easier and cleaner. And I have some new monitor isolators on the way, so you'll see those in probably the next episode or two. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me put this back up. Chose to sit down today because we're just gonna do a light mix. I'm not planning to record any vocals today, so I'll just be mixing. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I've already restarted my computer. But yeah, this is what my new setup looks like so far. I'm pretty proud of it. Pretty exciting, you know. When it's time to like make beats and do production, here's my MIDI controller all lit up. That's what that looks like. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I got a lot of options. So we put this away for today because today we're mixing. I'll use this to mix and master later on probably, but right now I just want to do a light mix for song number one. I let my friends listen to song number one and they gave me some feedback, so I want to incorporate some of their feedback in this episode before we move on to the next song. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll open up my DAW. Let's get some light control because I want to create a vibe in here. Let's see. Let's get a little vibe. Not bad, not bad. Too dark. That's cool, right? Bright enough, got a little vibe going on. I like that. Okay, okay. So yeah, also fun fact about the studio, it is a sit-stand desk, so today I chose to sit. A lot of times I choose to stand, but today for the mix I'm just gonna sit. A lot of times when I record vocals I choose to stand because I feel like I can project better when I record vocals when I'm standing. But today, again, we're just doing a light mix, so we're gonna sit down for today. Let me bring you in closer. Let me open up my DAW now, bring you in closer. Show you my new Rockville RDF9U unit. So now I got full control of my monitors from the front. Remember how I used to go like behind each speaker to turn them on and off, but now I can turn them on and off straight from the switch, straight from the front of the desk. So I'm super happy with that. The last upgrade, again, I'm gonna get my isolators in this week. And then I might do some cable management underneath, but I might not. That's more like a nice to have, not really a need to have. The desk looks great from the top, so Doesn't look so great from the bottom when you look at my cable management, but again, more of a nice to have, not a need to have anymore. Let's let the DAW load up. I'll let you all listen to where we left off last time, and then we'll kind of go from there. So over the past few days, I've updated the thumbnail on the YouTube series. We've given every episode a title. I've updated the description in every episode, so all that's updated now. Take a look at my website. Go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to the email list for some special access and some special things going on. So all that's set up. Go ahead and take a look. So yeah, we've been working on the outside, but today it's time to get into the studio, get into a mix. My dog up. All right, so I'm gonna let you all hear. Let me bring you closer into the DAW. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here's my Rockville unit. It's behind the desk. It's really just a glorified power strip. It gives me control of my monitors from the front of the desk, so I don't have to go behind it anymore. So my speakers, I can turn those on and off. I could turn my screens on and off, which is pretty cool. And then the rest of the plugs is like the laptop. I have a TV plugged in, and then 2 switches for the standing desk to make the desk go up and down. And then I have a free outlet right here, which is cool. Because before I was running low on outlets. I might have to take the unit back because I couldn't get the USB to work. So I'm going to have to take it back to get them to swap it out. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to get it to work again. If I can't get it to work, then I'm going to have to send it back and swap it out for a new unit. Again, this is the Rockville RDF9U. I don't know if you all can see that. F9U. Okay. I'll put you all right here so you can see what's going on. Bring you into my world. Let's plug up a charger. And again, we're just going to continue to make steady progress each and every day. You know, it's not always going to be perfect, but we're going to do it one step at a time. One step at a time. Let me know how y'all feel about these camera angles too. I'm keep you here to kind of keep you in. Let's hear what we did last time. That's the new color, children. Hit it. I'm a student of the game. Hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit. You can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one. She in love with my persona. She love everything about me. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes. I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. Smelling good just my aroma. My aroma, dark designer denim, a heavy fitted tee, Louis V on my waist, new additions on my feet, light blue for the fragrance, my SL underneath, finished up a set of push-ups to add upon to my physique, dark gray bands for the frames, gold around my neck, chose the type to keep it in and keep it subtle with the flex, always been one, always been different from the rest, when I walk into a room you feel the aura I project, see I done came a long way, started from the bottom, built it up slow. Now it's time to blossom. Turn my struggles into passion and my passion into profit. Always knew I was a diamond. All I needed was some polish. This year is by design. I just need to stay on my purpose.
them see my work, but don't see what's beneath the surface. I'm smelling like success, but they don't see the sacrifice. I turned my losses into lessons, now I'm reaching new heights. I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce and Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm telling good, it's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma.
All right. So we're gonna switch up the camera angles. Switch up the camera angles again. I feel like this would be a better camera angle for y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all can see everything that's going on, and then I can kind of explain stuff to you. All right, cool. So right off the bat, my friends didn't like the intro, so let's switch up the intro. That's the new culture. My aroma, my aroma, my aroma, yeah. I feel like this should be more like a background vocal, not a lead vocal. So let's give it a background change. Let me make sure that's what I really want to do though. I got the lead vocal in now. I could also give it an ad-lib effect. Let's give it both, and then we'll try whichever one sounds best. That is not what I wanted to do. We're gonna turn the whole vocal track stack up by 1 dB. That was some of the feedback. I want the vocals to be more front and center. And then let's give me two effects tracks. This new keyboard isn't. Didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let me do this. Oh, I gotta press another button on the keyboard. Okay, that's interesting. Let's bring that up to the top. And then let's also get a background vocal tracks. Let's hear the solo first, and then we'll hear what it sounds like with everything else included. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. That's the new culture. Yeah. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with. Trying to get used to this new keyboard, y'all. I'm trying to do a copy and paste. Shit. Might have to figure that out later. That's interesting, though. I could easily just do it like that. Figure it out. We'll figure it out. No need to panic. My aroma, my aroma, my aroma, yeah. Okay. That's the new culture, yeah. I know I'm the shit. What y'all think? That's the new culture, yeah. That's the new culture, yeah. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's no shade about her, got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. It's smelling good, that's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer denim, a heavy fitted tee, Louis
My aroma, my aroma. Yeah, okay. Gain my diploma. My aroma, my aroma, my aroma, my aroma, my aroma, my aroma, my aroma. Yeah, I don't even like that. You can take that out. My aroma, my aroma. Yeah, okay. Gain my diploma. She, my aroma. The one, my persona. About me, my aroma. My aroma. Gabbana, Arizona. Eyes, all composure. Ties, smelling my aroma. 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 The ties. My aroma. My aroma. So I'm just taking out all the bad parts. Anything that doesn't sound good, I'm just taking that out. I feel like I got plenty of material, so now I'm just trying to trim the fat, you know? So whatever I did over here, I gotta do it over here too. Yeah. It's my double track. My diploma, she, my aroma, the one, my persona, about me, my aroma, Gabbana, Arizona, eyes, all composure, ties, smelling my aroma, my aroma, my aroma, the ties, my aroma. Alright, I heard some mud over here. My aroma, my aroma. My aroma. Alright, trim the fat. My aroma. The ties, my aroma. Okay, that should sound way better. Let's take a listen to the background vocals. See if there's any mud there that we need to clean up. My aroma, my aroma. She can't get enough. my aroma. She can't get enough. I'm a student, let me make a diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. Got her losing all composure. She in the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my. She in love with my. By the smell of my aroma.
I like the harmony. It sounds good. We gotta clean up the mud. Let's figure out where the mud is at. I also like how wide the background vocals sound. I feel like every vocal has its own space. We can play with that a little bit more as well.
My aroma, my aroma.
Alright, so there's so much going on that I'm gonna have to break this down. Let's do left and right and then left and right. See what we get.
My aroma, my aroma. My aroma, my aroma. My aroma, my aroma. My aroma, my aroma.
Like that first one's kind of like out of key. I'm gonna have to take it out.
My aroma, my aroma. My aroma, my aroma. My aroma, my aroma. My aroma. My aroma. My aroma. My aroma. I'm a student. Tell me my aroma. I'm a student. Tell me. Tell me my. Hand me my diploma. Tell. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. Top, I'm a student, hand me my diploma. Top of my aroma, she in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma, she in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona, losing all composure. Smelling my aroma, my aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. I smell my aroma.
Why are some of my notes cut off?
I smell my aroma.
Trying to get used to this new keyboard.
My aroma, she in love with my aroma. I smell my aroma.
Sounds alright. Alright. So let's double check some of this other stuff.
My aroma, my aroma, my aroma, my aroma. I'm a student. I'm a student. Hand me my diploma. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. Tell me my aroma, she in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma, she in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. Look. Student, losing all composure. Losing all composure, losing all composure, no. Losing all composure, smelling my aroma, she in love. Losing all composure. By the smell of my aroma, she in love with my aroma. By the smell of my aroma. My aroma, my aroma. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. On composure, smelling my aroma, my aroma. She in love with my aroma. By the smell of my aroma.
We're gonna keep most of that. Just gonna try to clean it up some.
My aroma, my aroma, my aroma. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. Got her losing all composure. Got it on composure. Arizona. Got it composure. Got it composure. Arizona, composure. Arizona, composure. Hot as Arizona, composure. Smelling my aroma, my aroma. She in love with my aroma. By the smell of my aroma.
Alright, not too bad, not too bad. So that's number 2. Halfway down, 2 more to go. Y'all want to hear what both of those sound like? Because I do want to turn both of these up. I do want to pan these hard left and hard right. Yeah, I'm panning those hard left and hard right.
My aroma, my aroma. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. Losing all composure. Smelling my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. By the smell of my aroma.
Alright, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's hit the next one.
La 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 la
Alright, yeah, not too bad. I don't have to do anything there.
underneath. She in love with my, she in love with my own.
I feel like this one is
She can't
chaotic.
get her now.
Let me slow down. Actually, let me hear the top three first before I get into all that chaos.
Smelling my aroma. My aroma. My aroma. I'm a student, hand me my diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. Losing all composure. Smelling my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. By the smell of my aroma.
Not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, let's get this last one down. Clear up all the mud.
She in love with my, she in love with my aroma. She can't get enough, she can't get enough. She in love with my aroma. And be mother, you can tell by my aroma. She in love with my persona. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. Got her hot as Arizona. I got her losing all composure. She hypnotized by my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm smelling good as my aroma. She in love with my, she in love with my, she hypnotized by my aroma.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. I'm gonna have to re-record that one. Be like that sometimes. Let me put a note on it and mute it. The rest of it sounds good though. I like where I was going with it. I just feel like I could execute it better. So I'm just gonna have to mute it for now. Let's hear the background. Me and the ad libs. Yeah, I feel like that could be better. I'll consider re-recording that later if the song makes the cut. I feel like this is good enough to like get the structure down though. Let's hear what it sounds like with all these updates, and then I'll go into the lead vocals and clean up all of that. And I do want to turn these up a little bit. I'm gonna give the doubles a little bit of a pan. See what that sounds like. Just to get them their own space.
That's the new color, children. Hit it. I'm just doing another game. Hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit. You can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one. She in love with my persona. She love everything about me. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's Dolce & Gabbana. Got her out in Arizona. I see it in her eyes. I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Aroma. She in love with my aroma. Aroma. I'm smelling good. That's my aroma. Aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. White designer denim, a heavy fitted tee. Louis V on my waist, no additions on my feet.
I feel like that's a better balance already. Let's listen to the lead vocal because I do want to turn that up just a hair.
I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, but she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. My aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. My aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. My aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma.
So we're gonna clean this up by taking these two vocals, moving them up to the top two tracks. And give me two more tracks to work with. Keep those out of the way. So now I can come in and delete this one. Delete that one. Save. Now I gotta make sure it still sounds the same.
Composure, think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. She in love with my aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. My aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma.
Yep, that's it. Alright, so let's see what it sounds like with everything else. I kind of want to pan this one.
I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She loves everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. My aroma. My aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. My aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer denim, a heavy fitted tip.
Sounding pretty good, pretty good. Let's save that. Y'all still rocking with me? Y'all still rocking with me? What's going on? Who's in the chat? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right, we're still rocking out. We're still rocking out. Let's keep it going. I don't think we're gonna start the next song today, but we're gonna finish up this mix today. Let's keep going. And I'm gonna send it to the homies to see if I solved the problems that they were hearing, and we'll go from there.
That's the new coach, Chilton Hit.
One second, y'all. Alright, we're good. False alarm. Take it from the top.
That's the new culture. Yeah. I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer denim. Yeah. I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm telling good, that's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer. Louis V on my waist, new additions on my feet. Light blue for the fragrance, my SL underneath. Strap a set of push-ups that up home to my physique. Dark gray pants for the frames, gold around my neck. I chose to take the Cubans in to keep it subtle with the flags. Always been the one, always been different from the rest. When I walk into a room, you feel the aura I project. I done came a long way, started from the bottom, built it up slow. Now it's time to blossom. Turn my struggles into passion and my passion into profit. Always knew I was a diamond. All I needed was some polish. This year is by design. I just need to stay on my purpose. People see my work but don't see what's beneath the surface. I'm smelling like success but they don't see the sacrifice. I turn my losses into lessons. Now I reach a new height. I'm a student of the game. Hand me my diploma. You can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm smelling good, that's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma.
What y'all think? What y'all think? I feel like it's better than before, but I'm not sure if it fixed the problem. I feel like I know I gotta re-record this, but that's not what the problem is. Let's listen to it one more time.
That's the new culture. Yeah. I'm a student of the game, hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. This Dolce & Gabbana got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm telling good, that's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer denim, a heavy fitted tee. Louis V on my waist, new additions on my feet. Light blue for the fragrance, my SL underneath. Strap a set of push-ups that up home to my physique. Dark gray pants for the frames, gold around my neck. I chose to take the Cubans in to keep it subtle with the flags. Always been the one, always been different from the rest. When I walk into a room, you feel the Alright, but yeah, I done came a long way. Started from the bottom, built it up slow. Now it's time to blossom. Turn my struggles into passion and my passion into profit. Always knew I was a diamond. All I needed was some polish. This year is by design. I just need to stay on my purpose. People see my work, but don't see what's beneath the surface. I'm smelling like success, but they don't see the sacrifice. I turn my losses into lessons. Now I reach a new height. I'm a student of the game. Hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit. You can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the woman. She in love with my persona. She love everything about me. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's Dolce & Gabbana. Got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes. I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Aroma. She in love with my aroma. Aroma. I'm smelling good. That's my aroma. Aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. Think I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma.
I mean, I like it. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce this down, send it out. I like how wide the image is too. You can hear the backgrounds to the far left and the right, especially the ad libs. You can hear those bouncing left and right, so that's pretty cool. I'm liking how that sounds. Let's go ahead and bounce that out. We can start on a new song maybe today. Let's see, do I have any instrumental edits I want to make?
That's the new go-to. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the woman, she in love with my persona. She love everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's Dolce & Gabbana, got her hot as Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Aroma. She in love with my aroma. Aroma. That's the new go-to. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the woman, she in love with my persona. She love everything about.
I feel like I may have solved the problem, so let's go ahead and bounce that down. I need to listen to it in the car. I made some other tweaks that I had noticed in the car as well. Like I turned the lead vocal up on the main vocal on the verse 1. I turned that up by like 1 to 2 dB. It needed to be turned up just a hair, just to make it like more front and center. Real subtle stuff. But I'm hoping the intro is less sharp now, so like the song will build up instead of just starting off at this high. But we'll see. Maybe they didn't like the whole section altogether. Maybe I should rewrite the whole intro section. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Just give it like another minute or two. Finish the bounce. If it sounds good, we'll move on to the next song today. I feel like I need an easy layup after doing this song. I need another easy layup. Before we get into like the more intricate songs. Alright, we got our bounce. I know I'm the shit, you can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one, she in love with my persona. She loves everything about me, she in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's Dolce & Gabbana, got her out in Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm smelling good, it's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Dark designer denim, a heavy fitted tee, Louis V on my waist, no additions on my feet. Light blue for the fragrance, my SL underneath. The stripper set up push-ups, add up home to my physique. Dark gray pants for the frames, gold around my neck. Chose the type to keep it in to keep it subtle with the flex. Always been the one, always been different from the rest. When I walk into a room, you feel the aura I project. I done came a long way, started from the bottom, built it up slow. Now it's time to block. Turn my struggles into passion and my passion into profit. Always knew I was a diamond. All I needed was some polish. This year is by design. I just need to stay on my purpose. People see my work but don't see what's beneath the surface. I'm smelling like success but they don't see the sacrifice. I turn my losses into lessons. Now I reach a new height. I'm a student of the game. Hand me my diploma. I know I'm the shit. You can tell by my aroma. She think I'm the one. She in love with my persona. She loves everything about me. She in love with my aroma. She in love with my aroma. It's Dolce & Gabbana, got her out in Arizona. I see it in her eyes, I got her losing all composure. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. She in love with my aroma. I'm smelling good, it's my aroma. She's so in love with my aroma. I got her hypnotized by the smell of my aroma. Alright, I like how that sounded. I like how that sounded a lot. I'm gonna send it out to my friends and I'll let y'all know what they say. We'll go from there. I think this is a good enough demo, you know what I mean? I think we can go ahead and start the next song. So let's close this down. Start a new one. We could do Voila next. Or Or we could do Excellence. I feel like we should do Excellence next, and then we can do Voila. So we just do new from template. I got my new template. You know what I mean? Choose that. And I'll be making tweaks to it over time. For right now, I just want to get some practice in, get some reps in, see how I like it. I liked it on the first song. I made some adjustments, but I liked it for the most part. We're gonna let that load up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Alright, so here's my template. Let me go ahead and remove the beat that's in there and replace it with the next beat we're gonna do. I feel like I should do Excellence next. Let's do Excellence next. Delete that. Import. And again, these first few songs are songs I've already written and I've already recorded demos for, so it's not completely from scratch, but I need to re-record all of those songs in the new vocal chain to get it set up for the project. When I write, I'll probably do a lot of writing off camera, and then I'll turn the camera on when it's time to like record and mix and do all that type of stuff. Alright, I'm gonna play the beat for y'all while that's playing. I'm gonna save my file. Aw. It won't let me do both. Give me a second. Alright, while it's playing, I'm just gonna start building up the beat. It's a 2-track beat that we just brought into the session. We're gonna give it some depth and some width. First, we beef it up by giving it a compressed layer. keys doesn't seem to be working very well on this keyboard. I'm gonna have to figure that out offline, but it's all good. Let me just go ahead and build this up. All right, so for our 2-track beats, we got a main layer, we got a compressed layer, we got a low end layer, a high end layer, and a width layer, and that's how we get that 3D effect. You know what I mean? So we copy and paste our instrumental into all 5. You see how it sounds, and we adjust levels as we go. All right, I think I got my instrumental levels how I want it. So me, I like a real punchy, like low end, like that mid-low range. I like it real punchy, real clear, real melodic. So I like to turn that up a little bit. I like my highs to be real crisp, so I turn that up a decibel or 2. I like my width to be real wide, so I like to turn that up like 3, 4 to 5, 3 to 5 decibels. I like to turn the width levels up, and then the compressed layer, I like to turn that up just a little bit because it gives you more. I don't know, it just gives you more oomph to the beat, you know? So I think I got how I want it, so now I'll go ahead and freeze the instrumental tracks to save CPU when it's time to record the vocals. So if you ever come here and you don't see the freeze button, you just right click in Logic, you go to track header components and you click freeze, and then that freeze button shows up and you can just freeze all your tracks. So you freeze it, you press space, and then it takes about a minute, maybe less, to like freeze all of the tracks that you wanted to freeze at one time. Now is also a good time to like remove all this dead space at the end of the beat. You just don't need it. I can get to it. Gotta unfreeze it first, I think. Not really doing what I wanted to do right now. Might have to work on that another day. I'm not sure why it's acting like that. But that's it. I'll work on that another day. I don't want that to slow us down for today. Again, I'm not an expert at Logic or anything like that. I'm just kind of winging it as I go. I'm an independent artist, just like some of you all out there, just recording in my home studio. Don't get fooled by all the lights and the bells and the whistles and stuff like that. So if I don't know something, I'll go do some research. We'll go figure it out. I'm not gonna slow this session down. Again, I don't want to record vocals today, so I think I'm just gonna set things up for future sessions. So let's freeze these again. And save. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Today we did a light mix on song number 1, and then we went ahead and set up song number 2. So the instrumental is loaded, it's ready for us to lay some vocals. We will lay some vocals in the next episode. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you for tuning in. And you all have a good night. Signing out.